Hello guys and welcome back to another video on my channel. Now today it's Wycombe Wanderers versus Luton Town matchday preview. Like any other preview, I do talk about the game before, and that was against Shrewsbury. 3-2 win against Shrewsbury. Now first half performance wasn't up to how it should be. Second half, much better performance. And that we won a lot of fouls in that second half. I think Shrewsbury just didn't want to let us go, and they just rather fouled us than actually try and create chances, which is fair enough. But lucky enough, we did score 2 free kick goals, and it was from 2 different players. Now, I mentioned this to my dad. I've been saying this since the start of the season. Yeah, I've been saying this to my dad, that about when it comes to set pieces, we're not as effective as we should be. Now, Alan Sheehan is a fantastic set piece taker, don't get me wrong. He created over 10 goals last season from like set pieces, which is fantastic, and you don't expect that from a centre back. We're kind of lucky that we've got a player who is very good at set pieces. However, there's certain times during the game where he isn't the right guy to take it. Now, Alan Sheehan is left-footed, and when he takes certain corners from a certain side of the field, ideally it is the left-hand side, he isn't the best at taking those crosses or free kicks or corners. It's 9 out of 10, it's an outswinging corner. Sometimes we do something different and we play a short corner, but 9 out of 10 it's an outswinging corner, and we're not as effective as a right-sided footballer would take those corners, if you get what I mean. If a right-sided footballer took the corners or free kicks which Alan Sheehan was taking from the left-hand side, I reckon we would be more effective, and we've proved that since Alan Sheehan hasn't been in the squad. Now, Elliot Lee, Grant have both scored free kicks in this game, and when Alan Sheehan does return back into the side, he obviously is injured. At the moment, he is injured. I would like to see different players taking set pieces, because 1, it's too easy to defend at times, and 2, having a right-footed player take a free kick is different to someone who is left-footed. But that's what I wanted to say in regards to the set piece situation. I want to have more variety when we take corners and free kicks. I just want us to be more effective like a lot of other teams are. Pelly, Ruddock and Shinnie were the 2 players who got quite a lot of negatives after the game against Shrewsbury. Now, for me, Pelly's that type of player who's going to take risks, and you need players who can take risks, as if you don't take a risk, it's the same option all the time. Pelly will dribble at players, Pelly will make misplaced passes, but I'd rather he do that than just play it back. And he is very effective, Pelly. On his day, he is very effective, and this season he's been our best player. He won the penalty against Shrewsbury, and he created the goal for Jack Stacey. He done what we asked him to do. Like, throughout last season, we wanted a consistent Pelly Ruddock. At the moment, we have got that. For me and for everyone, we want a consistent Pelly throughout this whole season. If Pelly can manage to be consistent throughout the whole of this season, he will get a lot of attraction from other clubs. Now, as fans, do we really want that? But at the end of the day, we want what's best for Luton. And if that means Pelly needs to perform and be consistent and get us wins, I'd rather that happen. I do reckon a club will come in for Pelly in January if he keeps this up. And if he doesn't go in January, he will definitely get interest next season if he continue this form. But it's too early to say. And yeah, Pelly's is unstoppable at the moment. Like I said, people were criticising Shinnie. Now, Shinnie, for me, he wasn't as effective, but he won a lot of fouls in the final third. You know, he managed to use his experience, use his quality, and he won a lot of fouls. I think we scored from both of the fouls which he won. So, yeah, he should be doing a lot better. He needs to add goals to his game. But he does have that quality. I just think he needs to have a consistent run of games, and then you will start to see it. So, that's me. Stop talking about Shrewsbury. Now we move on to the game against Wycombe Wanderers. Now, every time we go to Wycombe, normally we get a positive result. I've not seen Luton lose at Wycombe. 2 wins and 2 draws. Hopefully, my record can continue. And also, I've just realised every time I go to Wycombe, I somehow go with different people each time. So hopefully we can get a positive result. I don't reckon we will lose against Wycombe. Normally when we play Wycombe at home, it's when we end up not getting a positive result. To be honest with you, this season I don't know too much about Wycombe. They've got a lot of old players, but they're experienced. They've played this level before, so they know how to play. It's just can they do what they did last year and maintain a consistent run of form to help them stay up? I do reckon they will be around that relegation zone, because I just don't feel like they have that quality and that depth like which we have to stay in the league and get a like mid-table finish. But I could be proved wrong. For the lineup against Wycombe, I wouldn't change anyone. Honestly, keep the same team. You've won 2 games in a row now with the same squad. There's no need to change anyone. Even with the goalkeeping situation, Shea, yeah, he made a mistake. And that's his only real big mistake he's ever made since being at the club. Yeah, he hasn't played too much to make any mistakes, but Steck, for me, consistently makes a mistake in a game. With Shea, I feel more comfortable, and I don't think he's that bad of a goalkeeper. He's played this level before. He knows how League One is. And yeah, I don't see why he should be dropped. Luton currently had like an open training session recently, and there was a unnamed goalkeeper there. Now, I don't know how true this is. I've been told by multiple people that there was a unnamed goalkeeper there. Not many people recognised him. He could have been like a trialist. So it's interesting that Nathan's brought a trialist in. It could just be that he just wants some like training. But I would personally be disappointed if we signed another goalkeeper, because I don't feel like we need another goalkeeper. If we want another goalkeeper for the next level, like Championship, then I could understand. However, at the moment, I don't think we need a goalkeeper. Shea, very comfortable, very good goalkeeper at this level. And Steck, despite the mistakes, he actually is a good goalkeeper, but he needs to cut out those mistakes. So there you have it. I'll keep the same team for Wycombe. No need to change it unless there is injuries. I have been told that Alan Sheehan won't feature for the game against Wycombe. May need to have surgery. His injury could be that bad. I know he trained on Tuesday when we had that opening day session, but we have to see how it is. A lot of people reckon Alan Sheehan's going. I don't reckon that is the case. He may have fallen out with Nathan Jones, and if he has fallen out with Jones, he needs to take it on the chin and man up. He is the captain, and he needs to lead by example. And talking about leading by example, Glenn Ray had fantastic leadership throughout that whole game. When we conceded the goal, he was the one player trying to lift the boys up. And then when we won the penalty, Collins and Elliot Lee were arguing. In my opinion, Elliot Lee should have had that penalty, but yeah, Collins and Lee were arguing, and Lee obviously lost the battle, lost the argument, and he obviously wasn't happy. And Glenn Ray, I watched him do it. He put his arm around Elliot Lee to cheer him up, and I thought that is fantastic leadership. Now, obviously, in recent years, I have not seen a captain of Luton Town do that. In recent years, Ronnie Henry never did that. Steve McNulty didn't do that. Steve McNulty was a very good vocal at the back. He always used to command his area. He always organised the players, but I never saw him put his arm around a player. Scott Cuthbert never did that, and currently Alan Sheehan has not done that. So he has something about him, Glenn Ray, and I do honestly believe he will be the future captain, either with us or with another team. But that was fantastic leadership, and I thought that deserved to get some praise. But there you go, guys. That is the end of the video. If you did enjoy it, drop a like on the video. If you did enjoy it, comment down below your thoughts for this Wycombe game and your predicted lineup. Follow me on all my social media. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. It's free, of course, so you don't need to pay, which some people think you may have to. But yeah, that's the end of the video, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video.